in one North.
Already it has sparked a variety of protests and worries that it could inspire more violence.
It incites and inflames the issue.
Like pouring gasoline on a fire. We have a fire going already.
The filmmakers disagree, claiming it is nothing more than an accurate reflection of everyday reality, filmed with the help of police and gang members.
This movie is not going to incite violence. It's going to educate people to what's really happening so that maybe there can be some answer to the problem that exists.
In the real world of gang violence, Los Angeles police have just received $4.5 million in emergency funds to press their war against the gangs.
We're going to obliterate the gangs that are involved in gang violence.
That apparently means more of the massive sweeps that have involved up to 1,000 officers. Last weekend, police arrested more than 1,400 persons, just over half of them suspected gang members. Many, if not most, are back on the streets again, but some residents think there's an improvement.
Much better, but like about 100%.
Still, there remains skepticism.
Is it any different?
Not really, because they don't pick up the right guys. The people that cause trouble, they still out there.
Some critics complain the movie Colors offers no solutions to the gang problem. In gang neighborhoods, residents hope for solutions too. The problems are all too familiar. David Dow, CBS News, Los Angeles.
President Reagan's former White House spokesman is out of
security at a number of movie theaters, all because of this film. Colors, starring Sean Penn and Robert Duvall as two Los Angeles cops up against murderous street gangs, gets high marks for realism, but authorities are worried that this looks too much like this, the scene of one of almost 400 gang-related murders in Los Angeles last year alone. And that the movie's depiction of tension and violence between gangs is so graphic, it could incite more violence on the streets. One deputy sheriff warns, if the movie is shown here, there will be dead bodies from one end of town to the other. The NAACP is asking that it be banned in Los Angeles.
What it will do is incite young gang members to kill policemen, incite young gang members like they're doing now to shoot people on the street.
The film uses 15 actual gang members as extras, one of them now awaiting trial for murder. Director Dennis Hopper disputes claims his film will incite more gang violence.
I don't see how it can incite any more gang violence is happening here. We had 13 people shot last weekend, and in one drive-by. This does not glorify gangs. If you want to go to jail, or if you want to die, if you find that glamorous, then this is the movie to go see.
One psychologist says, if anything, Colors will discourage youngsters from joining gangs.
The good guys win, and the bad guys lose. Gang members aren't victorious. And people were saying, as a result of this film, youngsters may want to join gangs. I think as a result of this film, maybe a lot of youngsters might want to be cops.
Despite the controversy, the film is opening at 400 theaters nationwide, 70 in this city alone. But officials here say anyone wearing gang emblems, the colors referred to in the movie title, will not be admitted. Gary Shepard.
After opening just this past Friday and in a limited number of theaters. And two, in spite of the fears that the movie would spark more gang violence, no major problems were reported. I talked with him about the movie and the heated debate over its content.
Colors.
Colors are about the colors that they wear. The Crips wear blue bandanas, and blue is their color, and the Bloods wear red. And those are the colors. They actually kill each other over those colors. So it's pretty strong stuff.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. King of my jungle, just a gangster stalking.
Dennis Hopper is on familiar turf with his latest film. Not only is he accustomed to controversy, and Colors has received plenty, but
I live in a gang area. I live in Venice, and Venice is a gang area. I live in what is known as the war zone.
Colors tells the graphic story of LA street gangs, drive-by killings, drugs, the price paid for honor and loyalty. It has the feel of the street.
You chose to use actual gang members as extras in the film. Why?
Well, you see, if you have cops on, I used real cops also. So if you have real cops there and you have real gang members, then it's hard not to make an authentic thing happen because you have your technical advisors built into your system.
Why don't you just chill out a little bit and figure out which side you're on?
I would if I could. But you're just like them, Pac-Man. Nothing but a gangster.
It doesn't glorify gangs. It's not showing the gangs anything they don't do that they haven't already done. It's from the police's point of view, and it's about two cops. It's not about the gangs.
In a way, though, you've been there. I mean, you've been in a situation where, as you've said yourself, you had two choices: to change or die. What turned you around?
I survived long enough to bottom out. But if I'd been young and born in their situation, I probably would have chosen death, which a lot of them do.
And I'm willing to die for my colors.
Colors will open in more theaters beginning April 29th.
Drug dealers, street gangs, and innocent victims, all elements in the controversial movie Colors, a film that was released around the country this Friday. This movie has been dropped by several theaters in Los Angeles because of fears that it would incite violence among gang members in the audience. The film centers on two policemen and their confrontations with gangs in East Los Angeles. Police, or I should say people who did see the movie in Los Angeles, said that it was realistic but not dangerous.
That's everyday life. This stuff happens on the street all the time. They're not going to come just to look at a movie and start no violence because of the movie. I don't think so.
Do you think it glorifies gangs, the film?
No, I don't think it glorifies gangs, and it is a good movie. I think it should be showed to everyone.
The movie Colors also opened to packed houses here in the Bay Area tonight. In San Francisco, security guards were on hand to keep an eye on things, but so far, the biggest hassle was in the long lines of people waiting to see the movie.
In Seattle,